Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I want to talk about my favorite foundations for dry skin for summer months, winter months. Basically these foundations work for me throughout the year. Now some foundations are a little bit more dewy, so they need to be set with a little bit more powder. Some work good as is. So let's quickly start with today's video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my videos. Support my channel, share it with your friends and family if you enjoy my content. Now let's quickly get started. So we do have few foundations. Another bonus is all the foundations that I'm mentioning are drugstore. They are budget friendly. Also in this video I'm going to share what are my favorite primers that I like to pair along with my foundations. So yeah, let's quickly start the video. First one, the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. Everybody loves this foundation. I still have the older packaging. The newer packaging comes with like a pump dispenser, which is very good. It's hygienic. It's also easy to control the amount of foundation you can take out. So pump packaging is always a bonus, and I really do enjoy this foundation a lot. Now if you're someone who cannot find your shade in this foundation, or if you do not like this foundation, I would highly recommend Maybelline Superstay. I'm going to put up a picture so that you can see how that foundation looks. I have run out of that foundation. I need to grab another one of that. It is one of my favorite foundations for dry skin for summer months. It is matte, and there are days when it is like horribly hot and I do want a matte look. Then I will go towards this foundation or the Maybelline Superstay. Both of them are nice. They're long wearing foundations. This one has a little bit of a medium coverage. The Superstay has fuller coverage. Now the kind of primer I like to pair this with is this one from NYX. This one is the Photo Loving Primer. I love this primer. It's very lightweight on the skin. My skin has a tendency of having a lot of texture during the summer months, so I like to use primers that are more texture friendly. So this is the primer that I like to pair with my Maybelline foundations, whether it is Fit Me or whether it is the Superstay, both of them. Alright, moving on. Now the second foundation that I absolutely love is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. Now this foundation, I have the wrong shade. I need to pick up a right shade. As you can see, it's just a wrong shade for me. It gives a nice luminous finish to the skin. It sets pretty fast. That is what I love the most about this foundation. This is one of those foundations that does not require a powder. But depending again on where you are staying, how hot the weather is, how humid it is, you might need a little bit of setting with a powder to make it even more long wearing. I like to pair this with this foundation, the PAC Strobing Cream, with the LA Girl foundation when I want a more luminous base, because this also is like very nice and subtle. It's not very glittery or chunky glitters, nothing like that. It gives a nice sheen to the face. So this is what I like to pair my foundation with. Faces Canada Ultime Pro Second Skin Foundation. It's a very nice foundation. It's a little pricey, I would say, and also it is not like a full coverage foundation. This is pretty light to medium coverage foundation. So on days when my skin is feeling very dry and I want a little bit of coverage and not like too much coverage, like a full coverage. Basically, it's more of like a daytime foundation for me. It's very lightweight also on the skin, and it is pretty dewy, and it doesn't really set immediately. So this definitely needs powder to set. And the primer that I like to use this with is the Base of Glory Pore Minimizing Primer. As I said, during summer months my skin has a lot of texture, so what I like to do is when I'm using a foundation that is not going to give me a whole lot of coverage and I want the skin to still breathe and not go for like a full glam look, I like to use a smoothing primer which I can count on to give me a very less texture as possible. So that is what I like to use with this foundation. So the Base of Glory Pore Minimizing Primer from Sugar, it's very nice also. This foundation and this primer go really well together. Foundation that I absolutely love, and it's right there amongst my favorite foundations, is the PAC HD foundation. It works well throughout the year. It gives such a beautiful finish on the skin. It's not very matte, it's not very dewy, it's just right. And it has you can build it up to full coverage, so I really like that. And honestly, a whole lot of primers I use with this. During winter months, I love using it with the primer oil. Pairs so beautifully. So if you are in a place that is colder, doesn't get that hot in summers, you can pair it with the primer oil. It goes wonderfully well. But I live in a horribly hot place, so I cannot use the oil during summer months. Even with my dry skin, just not possible for me. So I like to use it with, again, I like to use the pore minimizing primer or the Benefit Professional also, just wherever I have texture. And then I just use this foundation and set it very lightly with powder. You don't have to go very ham with powder when you're using this. Love this foundation, absolutely enjoy it throughout the year. The last foundation I would like to talk about is the Innisfree My Foundation. This is a recent find for me in the last year, and I was so beautifully amazed and surprised and pleasantly surprised with this foundation. Absolutely love this. It gives a very natural finish to the face, and it really blends well into the skin. It's very lightweight and long wearing as well. I really enjoy this foundation. So I like to pair this foundation with the Most LEG Blur Smoothing Primer from Sugar. Really enjoy the combination with this one. Again, this is a more luminous, like it is not like a matte foundation. It's not luminous also. It gives a nice satin finish to the skin. So during winter months, again, I like to pair it with the primer oil. But for the summer months, I like to use again a more mattifying primer. These were my top picks for foundation during summer months. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm planning on doing a concealer edition also. If you are interested in that video, let me know in the comments below. Like and share this video if you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.